Hello everybody and welcome. I am Bricker Boom, and recently we've been doing a lot of very difficult runs. So today I wanted to try something that should not be as difficult. Today we're going to see if I can beat Pokemon FireRed using a single Snorlax. Ideally, with a lot of these first form Pokemon, I am going to of course end up going through the generations, but with this of course being his original 151 debut, seemed appropriate to start here. I've had a few questions in Discord about why I'm doing FireRed, and I wanted to go ahead and address them here. The answer is simply one, because the community voted on it. And with older gens, especially, or older versions, I should say, of Gen 1 especially, there are a lot of things you can do to trick the AI, and even something as simple as your Pokemon typing can get you an easy battle. For example, if you have a poison type, your rival's Pidgeot is going to use nothing but agility because it registers it as a psychic, and it seems, and I respect all the other YouTubers that do it, don't get me wrong, because I enjoy it, but it does seem a little bit overdone, so that's why I wanted to go ahead and do more of the newer games. So, we take a look here at Snorlax's stats. We have a base total of 540, which is far higher than anything we've previously used. Our speed is garbage, but look at him. He's not meant to move first. He's meant to be a tank and smack back hard. His special attack isn't great, but it's passable enough to make the use of massive amounts of TMs that he actually has, which are right here on the screen. For a quick run of the rules, we can only use Snorlax in battle, but other Pokemon can be used for HM use. No items are allowed during battle in the in-between. Finally, I do allow the rare candy glitch because grinding is a nightmare. I will offset this by attempting any battle 3 to 5 times. Usually my own pride makes me do it more, just to rule out any possible RNG issues. I mostly use the rare candies because I want to be able to produce content for you all at a quick enough rate. I am still, of course, working a full-time job on top of trying to do one of these a week, so it's just very difficult to be able to bounce both if I would have to grind. Also, big shout out to Akiowari, who made the thumbnail for this run. It was after playing the new Pokemon Snap that the phrase "Give Apple Do Crime" came about. Make sure to check her out with the links below. We're also getting started with this run, and we name our Snorlax Frank. My kiddo, when he was still learning a couple Pokemon names, with the most confidence I've ever heard someone call somebody a wrong name, called Snorlax Frank, and the name has stuck since. We name our rival Swarly, and for the first time, I'm not referring to a Twitch player anymore. Swarly Pepperman is a great friend who made the switch from Twitch to YouTube, and he does a lot of Minecraft and FPS games. Super cozy vibe. Make sure to check him out. He's a family man, focuses a lot on mental health, good vibes. You'll have a great time hanging out with him. And honestly, his bases in Minecraft are pretty incredible. Mostly because I can't do that. I don't have the patience, he says, while doing Pokemon videos. We have a naughty nature, and sorry if a small part of the screen is cut off for a majority of this video. I accidentally sized the screen incorrectly. The naughty nature gives us better attack, but lower special defense, which is fine, mostly due to our ability. We have thick fat, so any fire and ice moves aren't going to hit us as hard. I went with our rival having Charizard, which was technically decided before I knew the ability, but that was mostly due to the fact that it has both good attack and specials, so I figured it would possibly be the hardest to face. Truth be told, no matter which Pokemon the rival picked, I was gonna have special moves that I could use to be strong against them. With Blastoise, I believe I can learn Thunderbolt, and with Venusaur, I have Blizzard. If anything, I just went with what I thought would be the hardest. So, if you disagree, let me know in the comments. The lab battle goes about as I expected. Due to our monstrous stats this early in the game, we managed to take out the rival in 2 tackles. I have a sneaking suspicion the game is going to be quite easy until about the 5th or 6th gym. We make our way through Verdian Forest, leveling up a little along the way. We take out the junior trainer, and then it's time to fight Brock. We started out by using some defense curls to make sure we don't take too much damage as Geodude pings away and then begins defense curling himself. We switched to tackle after getting a decent setup, but we're doing very little due to his ever-rising defense. We miss our next tackle, and he hits us. From here, it's essentially a ping battle back and forth between tackles and defense curls, and by the time he goes down, we only have 17 HP, up to 21 due to the level up. Onyx comes out and uses Bind, and it doesn't take long for us to go down. We try this a few more times, and unfortunately it all ends the same. I was not expecting that this early in the run, but we spend some time grinding. We use a couple rare candies to get to level 15 to give us access to Belly Drum. If you don't know, it's a move that cuts your HP in half and maxes out your attacks at that. So, with that, we drum up a sick beat, spend a few turns to raise our defense since our HP is low, and then begin attacking. We take out Geodude with 26 HP, and Onyx begins to bind, but we're hitting really hard. A second tackle is a critical hit, which lands us the first badge. Like I said, I have to admit, I didn't think that we'd lose a battle so early, but with a type that resists our attacks, I'm not too heartbroken about it. We make it through the next route without too much of an issue, partly due to our level, and partly due to Snorlax just being a solid Pokemon. Mount Moon is quick enough, and we do have to be careful about the battles we get into. We have Headbutt, which is our only attacking move, but because of that, we have to be leery of the amount of PP that we're actually using, so I do avoid some of the trainers. We grab the Dome Fossil, and then head to Cerulean City, grabbing Mega Punch, heal up, and then go fight Misty. Misty sends out Staryu, and that immediately uses Harden. We use Amnesia to stop water attacks from taking too much HP, and it uses Harden again, and we switch to Headbutt, taking a good chunk of its health. We get hit with Water Pulse, and a second Headbutt does the job. Starmie is next, and we get hit with Swift, and we retaliate with another Headbutt. Another Swift takes us close to half, and we take it out with another attack. Rival time. This can be a brick wall if you're not careful and you're not using candies, but for Snorlax, I don't think it'll be too bad. Pidgeotto is out first and naturally uses Sand Attack, but we land a Mega Punch for a clean one-shot. This is the part, now that the Pidgeotto's out of the way, it shouldn't be too difficult. That's always going to be the part that trips you up, because it always goes for Sand Attack first if you're at a remotely high level. Rattata uses Quick Attack and a Headbutt connects to take it out. Charmander, his actual last attacker, hits us with Metal Claw twice before we connect to take it out. Naturally, Abra goes down to a single hit. We go through the bridge, the route, free Bill from his science experiment, and head to the ship. Now, what I'll do, if the game has been especially easy, is I actually skip battles on the ship. Money is never too big of an issue, especially if you have the Versus Seeker, so due to this, we head to the rival battle, where some members of his team have been evolved since the last time we saw him. Pidgeotto's out first, and we get hit first with Gust, and we headbutt for a clean one-shot. The same thing happens to the remainder of his team, where we headbutt them into submission until Charmeleon lowers our attack with a growl. A second headbutt does the job. We play Careless Whisper for the captain, grab the HM, grab a Diglett, and then it's off to fight Surge. Surge first sends out Voltorb, which uses Screech before going down to a single Mega Punch. Next up is the mascot, who uses Double Team, and we miss Mega Punch and Headbutt as it keeps double teaming. Thankfully, our third attack connects, but we get paralyzed as it goes down. As Raichu comes out, it begins double teaming as well, but we break through the paralysis and double team to hit it hard with a Mega Punch to take it down. After this, the game begins to open up a little bit more. We make it through Dark Cave, since that takes us to Lavender Town, and we have a few choices ahead of us. How you play is entirely up to you, but what I prefer to do is go to the Game Corner and take on Giovanni. Game Corner Giovanni isn't too difficult, even if you're a little under-leveled, and then after that, I head back to Lavender Town. Again, you can do it as you feel is best for you. This is just what works for me. With that being said, Giovanni sends out Onyx first, and I noticed a screen issue, so I adjust it slightly. Onyx starts with Harden, and we use Body Slam to critical hit and paralyze the Rock Snake. Another Body Slam takes it down. Next up is Rhydon, who we also Body Slam, and we tank a Fury attack. Next... Oh, we only have 3 PP left. 2 left. And 1 left when Rhyhorn goes down. Kangaskhan is left, and we use our final Body Slam, which does over half. Okay, that's fine. We still have... Oh, we're at a Mega Punch. Ha. well. Attempt 2 after healing up. Onyx gets hit with a body slam nearly down to half, and Mega Punch brings it low. It keeps hardening up, and a few Mega Punches later, and we take it down. Next up is Rhyhorn, and we continue punching. Another Mega Punch brings it to red as it tail whips us, and a body slam takes it out. Last up is Kangaskhan, and this time, we have plenty of power points. It hits us with Mega Punch, so we retaliate with the same, landing a critical hit and taking it out with a single shot. We do some shopping, grab Ice Beam, and then head to the Pokemon Tower. Swarly first sends out Pidgeotto as usual, and we use our new move, Ice Beam, that we replaced Mega Punch with. While Mega Punch is definitely more powerful, I prefer the accuracy and paralysis potential of Body Slam over the power of just the punch. We take Pidgeotto out first, and next up is Gyarados, who we Body Slam to red, paralyze, then take out next turn. Execute is third, and a single Ice Beam does the job. Kadabra comes out and goes down to a single Ice Beam, and Charmeleon uses a Metal Claw before Body Slam takes it down as well. Now we're getting into the part of the game where we can play a lot more with Snorlax's moveset. He has a diverse move pool, and even without great special, the variety of moves that he has more than makes up for it. We Ghostbust our way through the rest of the tower, finish up the rocket nonsense here, and then go to face Erica. After we take out the opposing Snorlax a little ahead, there can be only one. We grab Fly and then head to the gym. With Erica, we use Ice Beam against Victory Bell and it goes down. Tangela gets rocked by a Body Slam and goes down. And last is Vileplume, who gets crit by a Body Slam and goes down. With 4 badges down, we head through Cycling Road and end up in Fuchsia. First up is Zavari Zone to grab the HM for Surf, the Gold Teeth for Strength, not forget to give them to the one guy, and then go to the gym. Koga is an interesting leader for Snorlax, given his massive HP stat, taking huge chunks out whenever he gets poisoned, especially with moves like Toxic, but hopefully not an issue that we're going to have to deal with today. He starts off with Coughing, and we use Body Slam, where I don't think the crit mattered to take it out. Next up is Muck, who we Body Slam and Paralyze as it begins minimizing. We take it down a few moves later, and as Coughing comes out, we use Ice Beam. It uses Sludge, and it poisons us. We're able to finish it off with a Body Slam, and then Weezing comes out, and our HP is draining fast. We Body Slam Weezing to half, and a Sludge hits us hard, and then when the poison finishes, we're at 46. We managed to take Weezing down, but or take him down to red, but the poison then finishes us off. So, round 2. The beginning of the battle is basically the same as before, with us taking down Coughing, though this time we don't get a crit and it still goes down, so good to know. Muck is next, and we use Body Slam to bring it below half as it uses Acid Armor. Another Body Slam takes it down. The next Coughing also goes down to another Body Slam, and then finally Weezing is up. Weezing uses Sludge, which poisons us, but we're in much better shape than last time. Another Body Slam later, and it goes down to win us the 5th badge. Now, in the interest of honesty, I did check back where we caught Snorlax to try and grab leftovers, because that's a nice buff with an HP pool so large. But unfortunately, I'm not able to grab it without the item finder, and that would require catching and evolving a lot of Pokemon. Surely that's not going to come into play later. And also, in the interest of honesty, there is a glitch to give you every Pokedex entry. This way you can get items if you want to, but that, I don't know, that didn't seem fair to me, because I'm already using something to make the game a little bit easier. So what I would appreciate is if you tell me what you think about glitches like that in the comments below. After that, we can go ahead and go to Saffron City and begin clearing out Silphco. I do take the time to fight some of the grunts in here, mostly to grab items and vitamins. All too soon, it's time to attempt the most infamous of rival fights. Pidgeot is first and uses Wing Attack, which, while it deals damage, I'm more than happy to have that over Sand Attack. We retaliate with Ice Beam, and it wings us again as we take it down with another Ice Beam. Next up is Gyarados, who lowers our attack. We begin using Amnesia to beef up a little against the Alakazam that will come out later. Next move, we use Body Slam to bring it below half and paralyze it, and then another Body Slam brings it down. Charizard comes out and uses Wing Attack, and we land a Body Slam that also paralyzes. A second Body Slam thankfully brings it down. Execute is out, and we use Ice Beam to one-shot it. And last is Alakazam, who I now realize, because I'm a dumb kid, who he traded with and then traded back. Alakazam is faster as predicted, but only uses Future Sight, as we hit it hard with a Body Slam to take it out in one shot. We run back to the center, heal up, because I don't want to face a PP problem again, and it's time for the Giovanni fight. Nidorino is out first, and we get hit with the Soft Horn attack. Ice Beam does a little under half, and it hits us with Fury attack. We keep Ice Beaming mostly to avoid the potential poison point, and then it poisons us off a single poison seam, making that moot. Nidoqueen is next, so we switch to our better attack stat and bring it to yellow with Body Slam and take it out with the second one. Kangaskhan is next and lands a critical hit Mega Punch, and then we go down from poison. I don't like losing against Giovanni of all people. Next attempt, we immediately start with our physical attack to take out Nidorino in one shot, but we get poisoned. Nidoqueen, we get double kicked, and then we use Ice Beam to bring it a little above half, and she double kicks again. We take it out with Body Slam, and then Kangaskhan takes us out again. Okay, hold on. The next battle starts, and we immediately use Belly Drum because this battle's annoying me. It's Giovanni. We don't lose against Giovanni of all people. With a maximized attack, we begin our onslaught. We take out Nidorino in one hit. Nidoqueen hits us with Body Slam, but we smack back with a one-shot Body Slam. Kangaskhan hits us with Mega Punch down to 27, and Body Slam wrecks it for the one-shot. We level up a bit to get a little bit of HP. We Body Slam Rhyhorn for another one-shot, winning this annoying battle. Oh, that was cathartic. Up next is Sabrina, and her team is fast, and our special is not the best. Kadabra is up first and uses Calm Mind, so we're able to immediately take it out. Mr. Mime is, I believe, a bit bulkier, but also uses Calm Mind, so we also take it out with a Body Slam. Venomoth is next, who finally attacks us for a whole 12 points of damage, because we then crit it with a Body Slam. Last up is Alakazam, who, for whatever reason, also uses Calm Mind, and then goes set down to a single Body Slam. Had any of them, just attacked, we might have been in trouble. After that, it's a swim across the ocean, a trek through the Burnt Mansion, and in no time, it's time to face Blaine. Growlithe is up first, and we use Body Slam, able to one-hit it even with the Intimidation drop. Ponyta's next and uses Bounce, so naturally we miss. When we get hit, we thankfully avoid Paralysis and take down Ponyta. Rapidash is out and uses Fire Blast, but Thick Fat makes us shrug off the attack pretty easily, and when we Body Slam, we take it to yellow and Paralyze. Blaine, oddly enough, uses a full heal, which I say oddly enough because I don't know, I'm used to, I think, the Elite Four using items most, and they use full restores, but it's fine. It goes down to another Body Slam because he didn't heal its HP. Last is Arcanine, who lowers our attack again and uses Takedown for a decent bit of damage. Body Slam is weak, but still better than our special, I imagine, so we just start going back and forth with attacks and Blaine potions up. After his potion, we're lucky enough to paralyze Arcanine, and once again, Thick Fat prevents Fire Blast from doing as much as we thought it would, and we take it down. Last gym time. Giovanni sends out Rhyhorn, and we use Ice Beam to take it out. Nidoqueen is next, and we use Body Slam to take it to red and paralyze, but we get poison in return. She hits a decent Earthquake combined with poison, and then gets healed up. Going back to yellow from Ice Beam, we then use Body Slam to take her out. When Nidoking comes out, he's able to take us to yellow, and poison takes us to red, and just like that, we are able to take out Nidoking, but the poison wins. Now, here's the thing. That was the first try, and that was actually one of the better attempts that we had. The poison and physical power of the Pokemon are proving to be a bit too much for our poor boy. So, I do something that I've yet to do in these challenge videos. We have to go on a bit of a catching and evolution spree, so we visit the Safari Zone, some old routes, evolve some Pokemon in our party, and the ones that we catch to get enough to get the item finder. Normally, I wouldn't bother with the leftovers, but with Snorlax's massive HP pool, it honestly makes sense to grab something to help. So with that, we head back to Giovanni and try again. The battle starts the same, with Rhyhorn going down to a single Ice Beam. Nidoqueen uses Earthquake, and we use Body Slam. We paralyze and get poisoned, because of course we do. But now, even if we're losing our HP, we're at least gaining back the same amount that we lose, at least in regards to the poison. Giovanni potions up, and 2 turns later, the queen is down. Our HP is decent when Nidoking comes out, thanks to leftovers, and we're able to tank an Earthquake and bring it to red with Body Slam. Just like before, 2 turns later, Nidoking goes down, and our health is starting to dwindle. Dugtrio uses Earthquake, and we take it down with Ice Beam and level up, gaining just a smidge of HP back. Rhyhorn comes out, we have 16 HP, and thankfully outspeed and take out the Pokemon for a very narrow victory. With the 8 badges gathered, we're done with the easiest part of the game, but we still have some game to go. Next is the final rival battle before the Elite Four. Swarly sends out Pidgeot and Feather Dances us, but we're using Ice Beam right now, and that takes it to yellow. It then uses Wing Attack, which is fine. Again, I'd rather take the damage than the accuracy loss. We take it out with an Ice Beam and gain back some HP. Rhyhorn is next, and we use our time against him to set up, use Belly Drum as it lands the soft takedown. We also use Amnesia to defend against the Alakazam that will definitely outspeed, assuming it doesn't use Calm Mind like Sabrina's. It's a stall tactic to a degree, but we're finally able to attack, and we do take it down with a single Ice Beam. Execute also goes down to a single Ice Beam, leaving us in decent condition for when the Alakazam comes out. Alakazam uses Disable, which only affects Ice Beam, and we Body Slam into it with a critical to take it down. As Gyarados comes out, our attack is lowered, but it misses its Hydro Pump, and we crash into it for another one-shot. Last up is Charizard, who goes down to a single Body Slam, winning us a fairly easy victory. And it was our first try. That rarely happens. The trek through Victory Road is a simple one, and I want to use this time to talk to you about possibly joining our Discord page, links below. I run a very active community, and there's a lot of Pokemon lovers there, and it's an easy way to suggest additional runs if you aren't wanting to leave a comment, though comments are good for the YouTube algorithm. I'm sure you've never heard that joke before. Anyway, on to Lorelei. Dugong is first, and it likes to set up Hail from previous experience with runs. First turn, it uses Surf for a small chunk of damage, and we use Amnesia to protect ourselves from the remaining attacks. Ice won't do much because of our Thick Fat ability, and now Water won't hurt too badly either. After that, it Surfs again for little damage, and we Body Slam it to half. Another Surf chips at us, and we finish it off with a Body Slam. Next up is Cloyster, who is a defensive tank. Unfortunately, at this point, we don't have any special moves except for Ice Beam. It sets up Hail, and we use Ice Beam to test damage, and it does a pitiful amount. After that, we switch to Body Slam. Hail takes away HP, leftovers negates that, so we're not really losing too much. Spikes are set up, which won't do much, so we Belly Drum to max out our attack. After that, Cloyster begins spamming Protect to waste time. It uses Dive as the Hail stops, and hits us for a weak attack, and then we take it out. We're starting to gain some health back, and we hit Slowbro for another one-shot. Lapras is next, and it Body Slams us, so we return the favor. Last up is Jinx, who puts us to sleep and attracts us, but thankfully we wake up quick, break through the attract, and take it down, winning us the first of the Elite Four. After that, we heal up a bit, and it's time to say goodbye to Belly Drum. It served us well, but with the next battles, we'll be getting aside from Bruno, obviously, but our defense stat isn't a thing that we have to worry about. We need to focus more on special defense than our attack stat. It's going to be a bit of a slog. So we replace it with Earthquake. We'll need Ice Beam for Agatha and definitely for Lance, but first up is Bruno. Onyx uses Earthquake, and we use Ice Beam to take it out with one shot. Next up is Hitmonchan, who uses Sky Uppercut to take us to yellow, and we use Body Slam. Hitmonlee comes out and breaks us to 9 HP as we Body Slam to red. Next turn, Bruno heals up, we use Ice Beam, and then it takes us out. We attempt this battle probably about a dozen times, which is embarrassing because it is in fact Bruno. However, his AI and moveset is far better in this game than Gen 1, and he keeps using fighting moves to take Frank out. At level 65, Onyx is now slower than us, and we take it out with an Ice Beam. Hitmonchan uses Sky Uppercut, but we still land in the green, and our Body Slam is enough to finally take it out. Next up is Hitmonlee, and Brick Break takes us down to 103. Body Slam then takes it out, and Machamp is out, and Cross Chop ended so many of these attempts. But now, we finally outspeed, and a crit that I am fairly sure mattered is enough to take it out. Another Onyx is out, and another Ice Beam does the job to bring this battle to an end. Agatha is, well, she's something. She's notorious for her status effects and double teams, so once again, I'm thankful for leftovers. We replace Amnesia with Shockwave, so we have a move that can't miss and also hits Ghost. And we begin the onslaught. We manage to freeze Gengar first turn, then chip away with the weak move. Golbat is next, and we use Body Slam to bring it to red, and then another to take it out. Arbok is out, and we use Earthquake to take it to red, and another takes it out. Gengar uses Sludge Bomb, and we have Ice Beam. It misses Hypnosis. We take it to red. It heals up, and then a crit takes it out. Haunter is last and puts us to sleep, but when we wake up, we're able to bring it to yellow, only to be put back to sleep. We wake up and then Shockwave it into submission. With Lance, I feel pretty confident going in this, but let's see how we do. Lance sends out Gyarados first and uses Dragon Rage. We use Shockwave because 4 times effective, and it takes it to yellow. Kind of proves the point of our subpar special attack. Gyarados uses Dragon Rage, and we finish it off with another Shockwave. Aerodactyl's out, and it uses Ancient Power, thankfully with no boost. We take it to yellow with Ice Beam. It uses Wing Attack, and we finish it off with another Ice Beam. Dragonite, the pseudo-legendary, is out, and it uses Outrage, and we retaliate with Ice Beam to thankfully land a crit and take it out. The 2 Dragonairs are next, and each of them go down easily with a few attacks. A little bit of heal stalling from Lance, nothing to worry about with Frank. At level 68, we face off against the champion, freezing Pidgeot immediately, and then using Shockwave to finish it. Alakazam is out next, and is obviously very much able to outspeed us, but we can outmuscle it, even with Reflect Up. We use Earthquake to take it out with a critical hit. Executor is out and uses Egg Bomb, and we use Ice Beam. We trade these attacks again, but we come out on top. Rhydon comes out, and we take it to yellow. He heals up, then a second Ice Beam puts it back to yellow and freezes it. A third Ice Beam does the job. Gyarados is back, and it's time to use Shockwave as it thrashes around. Shockwave brings it to half, and it keeps thrashing while a second Shockwave takes it out. Charizard uses Slash, and we use Body Slam to paralyze it, but we're not doing too much thanks to Intimidate. We switch to Shockwave, which does a little bit more, but we do get hit with Fire Blast. Not that it matters. From here, we have to trade back and forth a lot, and just as we get to red, the champion heals up. Back to the Slugfest. We begin trading attacks again, and unfortunately get burnt, making our intimidated attack even worse. Shockwave finally crits, and with that, it goes down, winning us the Pokemon League champion. I'll admit, I thought about adding in the first few lost attempts, but I didn't think it would be interesting to see Pidgeot use Sand Attack, and then we couldn't hit anything. That just seemed boring, so that's why I just skipped to the winning attempt. If you do want to see more losing attempts, by all means tell me. I have no problem adding those in. I just don't expect it for every single video, but for ones like this was a quick and easy challenge. I enjoyed it. The challenge, as said, it was interesting enough. The low speed of Snorlax definitely got in the way of a couple battles here and there. Leftovers turned out to be a savior, and I think that if we didn't have that, we would have had to be close to level 75 to be able to win. I know Snorlax's special is not the best, but I have to admit, having such a wide variety of movesets was a lot of fun to play with. We typically kind of stick to our wheelhouse with these Pokemon challenges, but normal types are also notorious for having just random move pools, so I wanted to have some fun with it. I'm not sure what next week's challenge is, but I'm working on a couple right now. I'm thinking it'll either be a baby Pokemon run in Gen 2, or it'll be Eevee only in FireRed, because I do still have Eevee and Pikachu to go. If you want to give suggestions, leave comments down below, or join the Discord and suggest it there, or both. And, as always, if you like the video, even if you didn't like the video, think about hitting the like and subscribe button, because it really does help me out. Working hard to get to 1,000 subscribers right now. And until next time, everybody, peace out.